Animating components inside of Fortnite assets can be a little bit tricky, so let's go ahead and talk about how we deal with that. For example, I'm going to go ahead and use this helicopter right here, and you'll notice that right here we can actually access the rotor that's up here above, and we're going to go ahead and animate it. So let's first go ahead and make sure that this is inside of our animation sequencer. So I'm going to right click, go ahead and say add to sequence, and go ahead and add the helicopter. Now we need to go ahead and get at the rotor. We simply do that by clicking on the little plus button that you can see right here, and then we can actually add that specific piece. So here we have the rotor. Now we need to go ahead and animate the rotor so that it's spinning. So let's go ahead and add in another track. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and grab the transform track. Next, let's go ahead and open up the transform, and then go ahead and open the rotation. Next, I want to go ahead and make sure that I am looking at this rotor so we can see what's actually going to happen. Our next move is to go ahead and animate this. And remember, we want to avoid any kind of quaternion issues. So in this case, let's go ahead and set a keyframe right here with the yaw. And now what we're going to do is go ahead and move the time. And we're going to go ahead and change the yaw down here. Don't use the gizmo. Also note that I'm using the auto key feature here inside of the sequencer. And we'll go ahead and set this like so. Now we've gone ahead and animated that rotor. Now the advantage to doing it this way is that if I move the helicopter, so let's go ahead and back this up, go ahead and move this up into space and rotate this, we can see that that rotor is actually going to stay attached and is going to animate at the same time. This is really handy for objects that have multiple components here inside of the Unreal Engine, whether they are custom built assets or they are assets like these that are here inside of Fortnite to begin with.